What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft. Yes, it's been only about a month since the last episode. I had planned to go longer, but as it turns out, people were kind of enjoying it, so I figured instead maybe we would make this a monthly series. I'm not going to commit to that 100%, but yeah, it seemed like people were liking it, so that's the plan for now. Anyways, we are back, obviously. Last time we did a couple things, mostly like smaller projects. For one, I did this little walkway stair thing so that my villagers couldn't get inside the mansion. So you hit the button, brings you in, or alternately the pressure plate, and then the same thing on the opposite side over here, which I will run all the way over to demonstrate, because that was definitely necessary. Pretty simple, but it works, and that's the important part. Other than that, we did... What else did we do? We did some stuff. I think we worked on the village a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, not important. What's important is what we're doing today. But before we get to that, I wanted to really quickly show that I did a little bit more work on the strip mine entrance over here. So it's sort of like a third entrance slash exit. I showed it yesterday. Not yesterday. Definitely not yesterday, but last time. So I went ahead and built a little rail to make it quicker to get through it. Nothing fancy, but maybe at some point I'll put something more here. But for now, that's kind of what it's looking like. And then remember, this comes out in the other thing that we did last time that I'm now remembering, which was this room that's like the entrance to the mine. We're not going to be doing the trophy slash museum room this time. We're not going to be doing the little bathhouse room. And I actually had the idea to turn this into sort of like a Zen garden kind of thing. Because it's a really big room, and I think just having it be decorative would be nice. Yeah, maybe. But we're not going to do that today either. We are, in fact, going to do something a little bit different. Let's head on over to the village, which, by the way, I have expanded since last time. You can kind of see up there on the map, I built in a few more of the buildings. Oh, but before we get to that, hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I decided to actually give a functional use to this well, and so I came down here and created a... Whoa, hello. I thought it was completely lit up, but evidently not. There must be a spot over here that is missing. Oh yeah, the corner's there. Alright, whatever. We'll fix that later. But for now, yeah, it's a netherwort and mushroom farm. Very small mushroom farm, but yeah, it's alright. Farming the netherwort, however, pretty well. I didn't really have too much of a use for the stuff, because I don't really make that many potions, although perhaps I should. However, now that you can trade netherwort with the cleric to get emeralds, I do have a use for the stuff, so yeah. Just put this in, so I haven't gathered a very large amount yet, but this stuff grows pretty fast, so should work pretty well. Let's go ahead and fill it back in here. Obviously, you don't have to use the water bucket, but it's a little bit faster, huh? And then also, you can kind of use this as a mycelium farm, I guess. That was the idea anyway, but it's really small for a mycelium farm, so mostly just for looks. Just give me that one. That's not good. Might have to go back and rest, see if I can make that go away. Mushroom and a mushroom. Okay, we'll just hold on to that for now, I guess. So there's that. I'm just gonna have to obviously light that up. One of the nice things about underground, right, is that it is basically infinitely expandable. I've been building so much above ground. Let's just go rest, I think, and maybe this will go away. Then we'll get to what we're actually doing today. Thunder always makes me nervous because I have had it burn things down in the past. All right, good to go. Well, I should rephrase that. Lightning makes me nervous. Thunder, not so much. Other than that, I think we're good now, right? Yeah. There we go. Go take a look at some of the new stuff in the village over here. Now, I basically am not planning to build any exciting structures or unique structures off camera. So most of the ones that I filled in are just sort of generic buildings that look like the ones that are already in the naturally generated villages. But I also expanded the paths a little bit, trying to just really fill this in. The farms are expanded. They were over there, I think, but I moved them over here because it's a better fit. And now, as you can see, I have quite a few crops growing. We're not going to sit here and harvest them all, don't worry. But yep, it's quite a few, so once I get all my stocks basically maxed out, I'm going to start trading to this guy. Because some of these are pretty good deals. Hi. Let's get a bird's eye view again. I don't know why I keep failing that. There we go. So yep, filled in some more of the structures. I like this one over here. This is all the ones, the generic ones that I'm filling in are basically just, like I said, designs from the vanilla villages. But some of them I took from different types of villages. So for instance, this is actually a structure that you find in the desert villages, but I just kind of switched the blocks out. And I actually think it looks pretty good. I was surprised, actually. But go up and take a look at it. It's kind of a lookout tower or something of that sort. I think I'm doing a good job so far of like tall thing, tall thing, tall thing. Kind of spreading out the tall ones. A couple more of these that are new, I believe. This one. This might not have been here. Trying to remember. But yeah, anyways. And there's one other thing. I got a comment suggesting a like water mill / water wheel kind of thing. I like that idea. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to do it. I looked up some designs that other people had done, and I wasn't really that crazy about any of them. But it's a cool idea, and actually, I think maybe right here would be a good spot for it. It'll help fill in some of the space here, and I think there's plenty of room right here for that. So that's coming down the pipeline. Thanks for the suggestion. As to when, who knows? Is that it? I think that's it. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the actual project for today. I'm now remembering that I forgot to bring campfires with me. Okay, I'll go make some. Over here. Rather small and unassuming little building, right? Too bad. This is going to be my little bee house. I originally had this giant thing, kind of like with the windmill. I had this giant greenhouse looking thing that was just way too big. And then I realized I don't actually want anything out here to look more exciting than anything that's inside the walled mansion area. This is all supposed to be like the peasants to my castle or that kind of thing, I guess. So yeah, I made it nice and small, but I came up with a design, worked it out in my creative test world thing, and we're going to go ahead and get started on it. Before that, though, I'm realizing I need to pull up my reference picture. I started actually taking pictures, like screenshots from the test world, so I'm not sitting here building from memory and wasting a ton of time. So let me do that, and we'll be right back. Right, so I forgot one other thing, and that is that although it is a bee house, I still am planning to kind of build it in the style of a greenhouse. So I need some green. Um, let's see. I don't actually know how many. It makes quite a few. Do I need an entire stack? Probably not. Six. I think that'll easily be enough. Maybe I'll go ahead and make an entire stack. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just make a stack of each. Perfect. And I'll do the same with the panes, because I'm going to be using panes as well. That should definitely be enough. All right. Yep. Good. I think so. Okay. Cool. So I got my reference picture up, so hopefully I don't mess this up too badly anyway. And let's fly back over and get started on it. So I don't want it to be incredibly tall, but it is going to be a little bit taller than the normal buildings. Keep an eye on that. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and just build upwards, I think. So that in mind, 2, 3. Let's see, so door. This will go across the door. Boom, boom. 2 up from the door, I think. So here, another one across. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember how tall this thing is. It's a little bit hard to tell in the reference picture. Fine though, so this is gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 4, 5. Let's not take any chances here. I'll just sleep inside the workbench, that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I guess I can go ahead and do the inside first. So I don't need a ton of bees. Honey's not like something I need that badly, so I think we're just going to go here, 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 and basically plan on having 4 beehives up. Yeah, I think 4 is enough. So that should be fine. Let's take our campfires. Now remember that trick that I showed earlier about the smoke going through the block? I showed this last time with the nether room, but see, the smoke actually comes through the block there. So you don't have to have just a campfire directly underneath. Good. Good. All right, so now I don't have any of my stuff in my door or anything, do I? Fine. I'm going to need to make some more stairs. Also fine. Go ahead and go out this way. We've already messed it up. Perfect. That's just how it goes with me, friends. You know this. to go. The fences will then go down this way, except they actually need to be one taller. Okay, that's fine. Everything is okay. Now we will go down with the fences. Okay, good to go. And let's start filling in some of the glass, I guess. I'll get you a better idea for what it's going to look like. So I actually discovered that it actually looks pretty good if you checkerboard the glass, as it does with many things in Minecraft. Doing that checkerboard pattern generally is a pretty good way to go. I hate placing these in survival, though. So it'll look something like that. And see, the colors are close enough that they don't clash. They just look like it's kind of different shades of the same whatever. Riveting commentary, yes. Different shades of the same whatever. Yeah, that's all right, though. And then here. Okay, we're going to do something similar with here, but we're going to do actual blocks. So I guess that will look like this. Right. Now for here, this is going to need to be at least 3 blocks tall. And I'm going to build like half of this thing and then finish the other half so that you're not sitting here like while I'm figuring everything out. You'll just get to see the initial part of me figuring everything out, and then when I build the second half off camera, it'll be way faster. So, yeah. It's a good way to do things, really. Think about it. Okay, and then I think I actually want to go up. How many blocks is that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess that's as high as I need to go. So let's go ahead and start doing the roof. For that, we shall go. So we've got our door. 3, 4. We want to be basically, I guess, right at that level is about right. And I forgot to bring my scaffolding as well, so perfect. We'll just ignore that and pretend that I have it. This will be my scaffolding for today. Yep. Once again, already messed it up. This needs to go this way. Bear with me here. The cut will come any moment now. We're just going to do a pretty basic roof design that you'll see with the lot. Why? With a lot of the new village buildings. Because again, I do want to keep it consistent with the other buildings. All right, here, here, here. Get the idea? It's going to go up like that. Then obviously do the same thing on the other side. The trick is that we're going to have it go this way. And then it'll connect here like this. And then obviously the same thing on the other side. Let's go ahead and make some more stairs then. Going with that. So then what I'm going to do that's a little bit different is right down the middle here, we're going to have that same pattern going up. That's going to go here. Yeah, and then it's going to go up. Okay, simple enough. And then what we're going to do is, this is going to be covered with these slabs. Give us a little bit of a variation in the texture. Yes. And then from there, we're going to start going up with these. So it should start with the dark, light, light, obviously. We'll just go up this way. Aha. Well done. So it's got kind of a greenhouse look to it. Of course, we do not actually have glass stairs, which would be kind of cool, if I'm being perfectly honest. But alas. So then here, once again, go da, 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 da. Stairs will go up the side. Get the idea, though? So yeah, you can get pretty much an idea for what it's supposed to look like. That is going to be half of it. And then the back part, rest again. Whoa. Eating my pickaxe. Okay. So then for the back, it's actually just going to be this pattern again. So I guess we would start with the dark ones, right? Huh? These things are so hard to place. But anyways, it's going to do that up to the top, basically. So let me go ahead and cut, and I'll be back once everything's been placed. Okay, so that is more or less what it looks like. Let's go ahead and pop an item frame on either side. Drop a honey in there. Shall door it. And then there's one other thing that I forgot, which was flowers, because obviously bees are going to need flowers. Go there. This can go ahead and just go in here. Something there. There we go. All right, so now for the actual bees, as it turns out, maybe honey bottles in that one, and then shears and whatnot in this one. I only have this one beehive right now that has actual bees in it. So I silk touched it. I got 3 bees inside it, and I silk touched it. So this should work. I hope. Gross. I don't know if they're actually there or not. If not, it's not the end of the world. I got some bees not that far in that direction, and I can just basically lure them over here with flowers. Maybe they're just not coming out because there are no flowers here. I don't know. Anyways, the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw some vines around here. Second to last thing, actually, because there was actually one other thing that I didn't do. There we go. That'll start to look nice. Once the vines start falling. And then, of course, these will be filled in. Other beehives. Okay, let's go back and grab the last of the materials that I need. I think I got... I'm going to leave those flowers here. And then just go grab some other ones. Now, when I was messing around with this in my test world, I noticed some really weird behavior from the bees. And supposedly these are all bugs that have been acknowledged and are hopefully going to be fixed. So I'm not overly worried about it. Oh, apparently I don't have any of those blue flowers that I like. All right. Well, we can go with purple then, I guess. Okay. Gotta remember where you even get those blue flowers. Oh, and there was one other thing I forgot. I think I have, I know for a fact that I have, like 64 of them. I always go ahead and mix in the mossy cobblestone with the regular cobblestone because I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, I think that looks all right. I might mess with the roof a little bit more. Oh, bees. Okay. All right, all right. There are bees. So I should have a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like I made this one wider in my test world, but anyways, it's okay. We'll go ahead and place some flowers randomly. Go. Should be enough flowers to keep them busy. So yeah, they often just kind of get stuck like this. And it's kind of strange. You can easily get them out of it just by doing this. But in my testing, they did eventually get the pollen and go back into the hive. So I don't know. Let's throw down some more. So we got plenty. Cool. And then, not really the most efficient way to do this, but grass. Oh, I guess Silk Touch doesn't work on that. Normally I just bone meal it, but since I didn't have any on me. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. You discover more and more that sometimes I forget a lot of things about Minecraft mechanics. Go ahead and just break some of these randomly. Fill them in with mossy cobblestone. Well, it looks like they went back in the hive. That's a good sign. All right, let's take a look outside now. Good. Our moss starting to grow a little bit. Once it starts to hang down, it'll look better. Well, I suppose I could go ahead and make the extra hives now, huh? We'll do that. Get an idea for what it's actually going to look like, except for that I put all my wood away. Oh dear. All right, let us do one additional cut, and then we'll be back and we'll finish up. All right, well, let it never be said that I am not willing to start over from scratch. Holy cow. I was looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and I was going, you know what? Something doesn't look right. And I think what it is the contrast between the green and the green that was up there. See, when I built this in my test world, I'm on that like sandstone world, and the green contrasted well with the sandstone. But when you had the green with the green, it was a little bit too much green. The green overload. So I went back and replaced all the green with yellow and white. So on the plus side, I now have tons of extra green glass, which I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. But it's okay. And then I went ahead and axed the wood and basically just lightened the color palette all the way. I think it actually looks a lot better. Let's, as always, get a bird's eye view here. But yeah, I think that looks a lot better and matches with the palette of the village a lot more. Now, obviously, it's a little bit lighter than most of these other buildings, but I don't really think that's an issue. It still is within the general range. So if we head inside, it is working, so that's good. Obviously, these vines now have to start regrowing, but I put the little border around the side here, and I think it looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the beehives, and then I'll just have to either breed the bees or do something with them. So I think the way that works is, how many do I need? 2, 3, 3. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Uh-huh. Boom. 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 And that's basically it. I'll probably add some more stuff to make this look a little bit more visually appealing before next time. Something back here, I think, is going to need to go up. Maybe some honey blocks or something. I don't know. But let us see if it is in fact working and they don't turn aggro. That would be sad. Oh, they did turn aggro. Okay, so evidently the smoke was not properly hitting the... Okay, I think it makes sense because I think I had campfire, block, hive. So even though the smoke technically pierces through the second block, it's not actually registering that it's hitting the beehive, so good to know. Now, apparently they will de-aggro after a certain amount of time, so I won't have to worry about them killing themselves here. So, all right, now we know. So all I have to do is basically, so it's, what it is right now is it's, let's say this is the campfire, I have an extra block, and then the hive. So what I'll have to do, just get rid of that, and then there'll be an empty block here with the smoke going up. Simple enough, it's just not something that I'm going to do right now while the bees are all angry at me. So let us head back. And I think we're going to wrap up for this time. Ah, don't do that. Hate it. I hate it. One time, the time that I was talking about before, I had it strike inside the forest, and I think it was during a snapshot where, that's what it looks like on the map, where it was glitched and fire was spreading infinitely, but it struck inside a forest and basically wiped out the entire forest, spread over to my structures, and just destroyed everything. And it was a sad day. So for that reason, I get a little bit nervous. Anyways, I think that is about where we're going to wrap up for this time. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you like the idea of Minecraft becoming maybe like a monthly series. I think that's a good balance of having enough stuff to do so that I'm not sitting here like, doing stupid stuff. Although building a house for bees might qualify as stupid stuff. But anyways, let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have any interesting building ideas. Like I said, I am taking that water wheel thing into account. I'm going to have to do some drafts, I think, in my test world and see if I can figure out exactly how I want it to go down. But that's a good idea and definitely something that I want to do eventually. In between this one and the next one, probably what I will continue to do is fill in the village here, just with smaller miscellaneous buildings. Any sort of cool buildings like the windmill or the bee house, that kind of stuff I will do in actual episodes. But I think other than that, what we've got coming up in the short term would be continuing to fill in the village and then continuing to fill in the rooms inside the mansion. So maybe next time what I'll do is work on the museum area or the Zen garden or whatever I want to do. I think it takes a little while for these guys to calm down, so they're probably still mad at me. But I did read on the wiki that eventually they will figure it out and not be so angry. Well, they don't look angry. Do we try it? All right. I think their AI is glitched. This always happens. It's weird. I left this here. Ah! Kind of snaps him out of it. Third guy is obviously still in there. Anyways, I want to thank y'all very much for watching. As I said, I hope you enjoyed this one. Comments with ideas or any sort of suggestions, always welcome. Any sort of comments are welcome, really. And the world download will probably be up next time. I don't think I'm going to get it up this time. So look forward to that. And that's about all I have to say. So till next time, everybody.